Hello everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing Barrister and Mann's new Behold the Whatsis. This is a very nice fragrance. It has grapefruit, rose, fresh linen smell. They say a little bit of sugar cookie and childhood memories. And off of the puck, I definitely get the little bit of the grapefruit smell with rose and the fresh linens. As I lather it up, I get a little bit of the sweetness with that freshness. And it is a nice calming scent. I've been playing around with this base before. In the past, I've had issues getting the lather just right with Barrister and Mann. This new Excelsior base did seem pretty thirsty for my liking to get to the slickness level that I prefer. I'm using a Rich Man shaving brush today. It's my little purple top traveler. It's a synthetic. I'll be using my DE89 with a Personna platinum blue blade. And then I'm just gonna finish off this shave with the matching aftershave, which does have some witch hazel in it. So, just finished my work week. Now it's on to the home work list for this weekend. Helping my in-laws out. Building a play structure for all the grandkids. Enjoying the sun that's out. All my tulips are starting to wake up and actually bulbing out, so pretty excited for that. Right outside our front entrance of our house, we have a flower bed that goes along the house. I have probably 150 tulips popping up there. Multiple colors, always pretty to see that. So good initial slickness, good residual slickness once I got this dialed in, but like I said, I had to add a lot of water in comparison to some other bases that I use in order to get that slickness where I liked it. What's really cool about this soap is this was released for Dr. Seuss's birthday, and in honor of him, Barrister and Mann was donating $1 per purchase for children's literacy, which I am big about. You know, in today's electronic age, books can be forgotten or they're electronic now, but for me, there's nothing better than opening up a book and smelling the pages and having a good story. I love reading to my son, and he loves reading so far. He's really into it. So, good cause to support. Barrister and Mann lathers don't really fluff up like some of the other bases that I'm used to. It is a nice Cool Whip texture, and it is dense, but if you're looking for volume, I don't usually get it out of this soap. But it does perform well nonetheless. You can see that peak there. Does have a good sheen. It will peak up on you when you get the right amount of water in. And then what I notice is if I'm a little bit dry on here, that's where just the slickness doesn't really pop through. So Don't be afraid to add water to this. It can tolerate it. And the post-shave feel is pretty good. It's right up there in competition with a lot of other bases. Okay. Go ahead and frost the top now. You can see, let's get that lathered. It does come out pretty nice. Not necessarily stiff peaks that I have built on this lather today, but has a nice cushion to it, nice slickness. Great sheen. The cameras rarely pick up the good sheen that these soaps can produce, but this does have almost a silvery sheen to it. Alright, rinse off my hands and go for pass 2 against the grain. These Personna blues, platinum blues, are a blade that I've came back to try out. When I very first started shaving and my lather game was pretty weak, I had a hard time with these blades, got a lot of irritation from them. But since I've went back and tried them again, pretty good smooth shaver. I don't think it quite breaks my top 5 as of yet, but nonetheless, it does perform well. So on this against the grain pass, I'm definitely have very good residual slickness. Took me a while to get this dialed in. I was actually doing a live shave in a Facebook group, and I just decided to have fun with it. It was a shave for Down syndrome awareness. Scott Rollins of Wet Shaver Reviews had tagged me, and so I did a live shave. And for Down Syndrome Awareness Day, they represent the colors with blue and yellow, which I don't really have much of my shave gear, and I just got in this soap in, which the tub itself is blue, and then on the label it has yellow, so I used that. And my first pass was just kind of my typical Barrister and Mann pass. It was okay, but not great. So on my against the grain, as I was lathering up, I was like, you know, I'm just going to see how thirsty this lather can take. How much water can it take? So I just kept adding water and water and water. And before I knew it, I had lather flying all over behind me. I had it drooping all down my shirt. It was a lot of fun. Scott actually had his son sitting on his lap watching the video, and he really enjoyed it. So that was pretty cool. And that's where I just really noticed that the more water you add, the better the base performed. And so a couple of my other shaving buddies who had Barrister and Mann, they'd had some of the same problems that I had, so I was like, just drown it. Just keep adding water, it'll take it, and try it out. And all of them have tried it and said, yep, that's exactly what worked. Because Barrister and Mann does offer a lot of really cool, unique scents. And I hear through the YouTube world and through the wet shaving world just how great their base is. So I was like, I gotta be doing something wrong. So you never know when you'll unlock it. I was just having a fun live shave on Facebook and I unleashed it. So don't be afraid when you get a soap. Test it out. Play around with it. If you're a face lather with it. Get a little sloppy, get a little messy. Have some fun. If you're a bowl lather, you know, just see where that breaking point is. Try different levels of water, mixing time, brush loads. I mean, if you dwell into the rabbit hole, like most of us do, you get so many soaps that you may never go through them all anyway. So, to get to that peak performance of your shave, play around with the soap a little bit. Enjoy it. And it will give you much better shaves. So, it actually, in doing that for me, made me more of a believer in Barrister and Mann. And now when I see one of those really cool release scents that they do, I'll be more apt to go out and purchase it. Because, yeah, once I've done that, I mean, the slickness is really good. I'm going to go ahead and do a slight little cleanup pass. I don't need much cleanup here. Pull what's left. What's really cool about this brush that I like is it has nice purple tips. Purple's my favorite color, so I tend to gravitate towards anything that's purple. So in the Personna Platinum Blues, they're a little bit more affordable than the Israeli Reds. I personally, for my skin, I think the Israeli Reds are a little bit sharper. But smoothness is very similar. So it's definitely something worth having in my rotation. All right, that's pretty good there. So I'm going to give myself a cold water rinse. Dry off the dome here. So even after drying off, I do have good slickness, good post-shave feel. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some of the matching aftershave. Give that a great shake. Rub it together. And on the aftershave, I get a little bit more of like a grapefruity tangerine breakthrough. But still, through this whole shave, I've gotten that nice, fresh, clean linen smell. Quite pleasant. So yeah, pretty good shave. Feels great. Everything performed as it should. Thank you for watching Redbeard Shaves. I hope you enjoyed my shave. And this is Redbeard out. Have a wonderful day.